Welcome back to Destiny Digits. This is the expression reading for expression number 3. Three's your expression talks about your potential. And so you have the potential to be like the social butterfly, life of the party, really creative and artsy and fun and expressive. Oh my goodness. What? Threes? I am all over the place with these cards. All right. Is that significant for any reason? Okay, so 3, you are just fun, right? You're a good time. You're a good time. First card out, we have see your seeds grow, and it says spring. Now, we could be talking about, because you planted seeds in the springtime, now you are going to see them blossom. But I also think about this, the bunny hopping forward. I feel like because of the investments that you made, because of the work that you put in, you are going to get a return for the commitments, and it will allow you to spring forward. So either way, this talks about you seeing the fruits of your labor, right? And you being able to benefit from work that you put in a while ago. You had to sit through a period of patience before you could see it returned, but you made it. The time is now. Under spring, we have stag, trust and thrive. And so this is a period, the fact that this is a stag, I think this talks about reaching maturity, right? Reaching and stepping into some sort of power and potential that you have. And so you can trust that the energy that you're in, the mindset that you have, the ability that you understand you possessed, you can trust that you will thrive. And so I think that this is saying to count on self. This is a time for you. This is you are ready. Times are ripe. Beneath stag, we have medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. And so this talks about you being tapped in, you having wisdom, you being connected to your intuition, and really using that as as an extra power, as some type of source. We'll find out more. But all in all, this is a pretty sweet time for you threes. At the bottom of that deck, we have trader. Not you're a trader, but trader. Exchange energy to create abundance. So when I was going through the line about the characteristics of what it means to be a 3, I talked about being creative and artsy and expressive. And so think about your talent, think about your craft, think about how you would like to present yourself to the world, what service you offer. All of that is vital for the space that you are in right now. And so this is a time where you are understanding how to package your gifts and offer it to others. This is about trusting in your potential. This is about using all the resources that you have available to you, mainly, or one, priority, primarily being intuition. Um, all right, threes. So I'll keep pulling these cards for our 9-card spread. So we have 4 of Wands. That talks about stability. It talks about home life. It could talk about, relationships that are thriving and abundant. But it talks about something, that is secure, a foundation that you are hoping brings long-term, promise and hope. We have Queen of Wands. This is a very magnetic energy. This is an energy of passion, a little bit of mystery. The wand represents our spirituality, our life force. It is the spark that makes us uniquely us, right? And so this queen energy has mastered this in a very seductive but successful way, right? And she's mysterious because you want to know how she does what she does. We have the Magician. So this is about using all resources available to you, realizing that you have all that you need in order to make an intention, set an intention, manifest, and create, something in your life. Bottom of the tarot deck, 6 of Cups. So let's go ahead and talk about what we have so far for tarot. So in the center, Seven of Pentacles. So this is the second reference to seeing your seeds grow. That's what the Seven of Pentacles is about. It's about really thinking, am I satisfied with this harvest? In reality, you can't really be surprised about how those plants turned out to grow or how healthy they are because it's a reflection of everything that you did. And so this is the space that you're in. This is when you're starting to see things return to you and you deciding, am I satisfied with, the rewards of my labor? And Spirit is saying, trust in the space that you are currently in. You are thriving. You put in the investments. You did the work, and things are really going to turn out in your favor. Now, before you got to this, I felt like there was a pause, right? Because when you're going through the cycle of plants, we don't just end in this outcome phase. We begin as seeds. We need the soils, we need to sprout the roots, all of that. And I feel like after you invested the work to make these plants grow as you've done, you went through a hermit phase. And the hermit phase is about going within those dark spaces to kind of really do the hard work, right? To do the hard stuff. Um, and so you got to this place of growth and abundance. You have something to show for your work, because you discovered that it is through your energy that you can rely on some type of source of Pentacles is about finance and resource. So if this is about money and career, I think you realize that you have a talent that you do possess, that you can rely on, right? And so Spirit is saying that you can trust in yourself and trust that you can thrive in what you've discovered. This hermit talks about needing to step back in solitude. So I think, before you got to the understanding that you do have something valuable that you can rely on, it really took work for you to get there, to trust, to understand. It took solitude. Maybe others, were pulling you in different directions, but nonetheless, you came to the end to really trust in self and realize that you can create whatever it is that you desire. So we have this energy of the Queen of Pentacles, and this is about, really nurturing a seed and bringing it to a point of abundance, right? Almost as if it's magical, like you're pulling a rabbit out of the hat. You're doing it so well, it's almost like magic. And I feel like this is the energy that you can get to. This is the energy that you can perfect. We have compassion here, and so this is about following our heart and doing things from our heart space, right? Everything we create, everything we invest in is because we are thinking about someone else. It's an investment that we are making in someone else. We are bringing joy to something else, and our life looks abundant because our intention is to bring and contribute to others, right? When you're in this trading energy, you're not just taking and harvesting. No, it's an exchange. And so you really understand the value that you have and the value that others have, and you understand what you can bring and how you can turn this into something that can bring you stability in this life. Now we have characters on this board. We've got this King of Cups, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Wands, but all in different phases. And so this could be you tapping into different aspects of self, or key people that have shown up in some way or that were a part of your journey. So beneath the Ten of Pentacles, before we got to this space of harvest and of reflection and of realizing our ability, we have this King of Cups energy. And this is about, being emotionally mature, being receptive, being able to give love, but also receive it, which sometimes can be a challenging task, depending on how often you've received love in the past, right? So when we're thinking about the King of Cups, maybe it could be a masculine energy. Maybe it could be, somebody that is significant. Or this could be an energy that you step into when you're thinking about really manning and controlling your heart space. But this is taking us to an energy of the past. We have the Six of Cups here, which means about reflection, right? So when you go to those sweet spots inside of yourself and you think about past love, what falsities are you convincing yourself exist, right? So this Eight of Swords here is talking about, it talks about being trapped in our mind, not understanding our own power and potential and ability. You know, we can free ourselves from the situation, but we don't even know how strong we are. And so, for some reason, we forgot how strong we are because of something that we endured in the past. This could be, you know, in the recent past, it could be in our childhood and past relationships, it could even be ancestral energy or past life energy that we have brought with us to rectify in this life. And I say that specifically, we haven't gotten to it, but the ancestors card is here. So that talks about energy that expands beyond the current life that we're living in. But nonetheless, it's because of something that occurred in the past that there was a period where we were trapped, you know, in our mind. This is being in a mental prison and not being able to free ourselves. Because of an experience, a trauma, um, you know, a lie essentially about our potential and who we are. And so when you're coming into this Seven of Pentacles energy, I talked about you got here because you had to go through the Hermit. And the Hermit is about doing the hard work, going to the shadow side, right? And it's when you worked in your shadow self that you realize your potential and your ability and the creativity that you have, right? So this is about tapping into your heart space and doing what you love. This is about investing your heart and following your heart. This is just about really being truthful and authentic with everything that you are. And so when you present yourself, we talked about threes being expressive and social, you know, in all aspects, you are just authentically you. We have medicine mother, honor your inner knowing. And so emotionally, you know what fulfills you, you know what makes you thrive. And I think that there were many times when you were in situations where you had invested yourself hoping that you would get some type of return, definitely emotional. Maybe you thought that, you know, whatever you had committed yourself to, whatever you thought was going to bring you joy, you thought that you would get that return, but it didn't come. And so this energy of the Four of Cups talked about, you know, just being over it, being over empty promises, being over superficial relationships, superficial connections, like no more not being authentic and being true to me, right? And so when you realize that you need to make a shift in how you engage with people, places, and things, you know, this is when spirit offers you an ace. That's that fourth cup, right? So it's getting to some type of realization that makes this cup from spirit available to you. But you have to be willing to ascend past everything that has disappointed you to even see that this cup is available, right? But this cup is really about sparking your creativity, bringing something out of you. You know, this is about bringing something alive. And in the energy of the King of Cups, I think you always knew, you always had an inner knowing, you know, that you were to be doing something, creating something. You always knew there was something that you could grow, you could harvest, you could plant seeds in. You always knew that there was something that could bring you a return. It was something that you were passionate about. It was something that allowed you to offer compassion and create for others. And so this is the space that you're in right now. Excuse me. Now you're in the energy of taking action, right? So now it's like, okay, I understand who I am, what I possess, what my role is, right? And so something beautiful is, you know, this Hermit was about untelling yourself the lies you were told, right? So that's where we came to that healing and this recovery of self, you know, and it's when we understand the truth about self and what we possess that we can build, right? So above the Hermit is the Four of Wands. So now this is where you move into building and establishing things that can be here for a while, things that you can grow. So this can be relationships, it can be businesses, it can be anything that 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 you want to create, and you want to, to bring stability not just to self but also others. So we have ancestors here, and whatever it is that you are establishing, whatever it is that you are responsible for, whatever it is that you are bringing to fruition, this is a part of your, you know, your role that you are playing in your ancestral lineage. So the ancestor card talks about, we choose the family that we walk into, and every family brings energy, right? They bring experiences of good, and they bring experiences that don't feel good. And so when you step into a family, you're absorbing all the energy that comes with that. And so this situation for you is about overcoming what falsities your family, your lineage did in the past, really pushing through the walls that stop them from being able to trust and thrive in their own creativity. And now you are able to build, right? So you've overcome something. You've planted seeds based on the faith and the understanding that you knew to be true about what you possessed. And now you're in the building phase, right? Now, the connection to your ancestors is fluid, so it's always there. That's where you get your inspiration, your guidance. But this is really about a continuation of a story that started prior to this life for you. Queen of Wands. This talks about, we talked about this mysterious energy. So seeing your seeds grow, that wand is almost going to be like a magic wand. It's almost going to become automatic when you're able to just create. Wherever the wand goes, you are able to manifest and establish and bring about, what's inside of you. That wand is your passion, it's your spark, it's your life force. And you can use it to manifest many things. The Magician talks about you really stepping into action. When we talk about takes action, it means it's time to manifest. I'm going to read that card for you. It's time for you to become the magician, the creator. It's time for you to respond to life in some sort of way. Oh, I found that one quick. Yay. All right. So take action. It says, you have drawn this card into your awareness today to let you know that it is the perfect time to take action in your life. There are specific moments when taking action is divinely guided by the universe, and now is one of those times for you. If you've been waiting around for change to occur on its own, it is time to move forward, take action yourself, and manifest your dreams. Whether it be making a decision about a job, a major life change, a relationship, or your health, take a step forward and do something positive that will get the energy flowing in the right direction. You are encouraged to work closely with the Divas of Labradorite to assist you in mastering this process. Your desired outcome is not going to happen on its own, so stop waiting, thinking, or talking about it and take action now. Do not procrastinate, as it will definitely be worth your while. And so trust and thrive. Trust and thrived. And so this Seven of Pentacles, this pause where we reflect, like, can I do it? Is this enough? Like, will it sustain me? Yes. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Magician. We have the Queen of Wands. Because like I said, the wand will almost become magical, right? You will be able to grow seeds and harvest, and things will become so abundant. And so take action, respond to the space that you're in. You've broken free, you've healed past karma, you have relied on your inner knowing, and you're responding to what is truly and purely you. No more participating in things that don't reflect your authentic self, right? It's all about tapping into your creativity. I am going to read a portion of that. So if you want to keep listening, stick around. Creativity. I feel like you might as well hear it all because it all can help, right? It all can help. All right, here we go. Creativity. The Divas of Fire again remind you this is a powerful and exciting time of creativity. The creative fires within you have been ignited, bringing exciting new opportunities for creativity, expression, and passion in your life. That's exactly what you are as a 3. Like, those energies are all uniquely you. If you've been feeling a little stale and flat, you're being encouraged to connect deeply with your creative side. This is a potent time to express yourself through your creative gifts and talents. As you embark on this journey, you will be filled with inspiration, joy, and freedom of self. You're being invited to tune into what you love to do and what makes your heart sing. Writing, dancing, painting, singing, poetry. Anything that allows you to express yourself and sparks your creative juices. Work deeply with the fire agate as you dance in the creative flow of the universe and dissolve any fears or blockages around connecting to your creativity. The driving force will help you manifest your creative inspirations into the world successfully. It's time to share your love with the world through your unique gifts. This card also indicates it's a perfect time to embark on a new relationship, career, and any new endeavor. Your projects will blossom to their full potential at this time as you have the blessings of the creative fires burning within you. All right, so I feel like the ancestors have seeded you with a creative spark. You are continuing a journey. It's time to take action, answer the call, right? It's time to build upon this purpose in your life. It's time to really establish yourself. And you can trust in your own ability. That's the beautiful thing. And so what does this creativity mean to you? What is this spark? What lives inside of you that must come out? As a 3, it is vital that you live in that space. That is the energy that you exist in. And I feel like the time is now. I'm actually recording this on June 6, 2022, which is 666. And so this is a day about nurture and love, but this is amplified 3 times. And so if you can make this intention and if you can tap into your creativity on a day like this and really begin to manifest, you can prepare for just the beauty in what the months will bring you. So trust in that 3. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by and take care.